every author knows that the one thing that we need to do in order to carry our career is to write, right? But did you know that in order to actually grow your author career, there is so much more that needs to be happening? But what are those things? I'm going to walk you through the 5 buckets of tasks that you can do every single week in order to create more growth in your author career. And the best part is you can do these things whether you have 5 hours to work or 25 hours. Hey, I'm Britt from Thriving Scribes, where I help indie fiction authors build sustainable careers. So if you are a fiction author looking to self-publish your books and make a living from them, definitely hit that like and subscribe button because I share videos on how to do just that every single week. Now, before we dive into those 5 buckets, first I want to talk about why this is important. As entrepreneurs, we are running a business. And a business doesn't come easily. It's kind of like those plants back there that you see in the background. If you don't give them enough water, if you don't give them sunshine, they are going to die. And your author business is very similar in that aspect. You have got to nurture it. You have got to put effort into the things that are going to actually grow it. And if you've been watching my channel over the past few weeks, you've seen that I've been talking a lot about productivity, priorities, and focus. And so this video really complements that because once you know what these 5 buckets are, you're going to be able to implement them and begin fitting them in every single week. So, are you ready to learn what these 5 buckets are? Let's go ahead and dive into the first one. The first task bucket that you should be doing every week in order to grow your author career is planning and visioning. What is this? Planning and visioning, as you probably know, is setting aside the time to look strategically at not only your business, but the things that you are doing now, as well as what you want it to look like in the future. This is absolutely important and essential as a author who is trying to build a career through self-publishing their own work, right? Nobody else is going to do this planning and visioning for you. It is up to you to know where it is you're taking your business, where you want that to go, what you want it to look like, and what you're doing right now in order to take those strategic steps forward towards that vision of yours. Now, as with all of these buckets, there are a few different tasks that fall within this bucket that you may doing, week in and week out. This could look like holding a CEO date. CEO date is what I like to refer to as the dedicated time that you sit down each week to do, like I mentioned earlier, that deep assessment of what you're currently doing. Is it working? What might needs to change? And how are you actually progressing towards your goals? This could look like breaking your goals down into projects and tasks and getting those put in your calendar. It could look like mapping out book launches or marketing campaigns, right? And even doing some reflection work at the end of the day, week, or month. The next bucket here of tasks are going to be product development work. Product development is when you are actively creating a product to sell in your business. And as authors, that's typically going to be in the form of book work. So that could look like writing, editing, plotting, formatting, getting something ready for publication, creating a new format, so turning your ebook into a paperback or vice versa. This could look like something that's maybe not specifically book related, so things like creating swag or whatever else you may sell in your business. So if you are an author who does events, event work, right, could also fall under the product development bucket for yourself. See, all of these are really customizable to you. The important thing is that you are touching on each one of these buckets every single week. The next bucket is growth work. So when I mean growth work, I'm talking about platform growth, community growth, readership growth, right? Because we all know that if we are not growing our readership, that means that we are not growing our book sales. So the tasks that fall into this bucket are going to be things like engaging with your audience on social media, creating content, writing newsletters, all of those nitty-gritty marketing tasks that maybe don't fall into a specific marketing campaign that you're doing or a specific sales campaign that you're doing, but that have to be working, week in and week out in order to make that growth happen for you. The fourth bucket here is strategic project work. Now, strategic project work are those things that are going to help move your author career forward and help you take those aligned steps towards, whatever goals that you are working towards right now that maybe don't have anything specifically to do with book development or product development. Now, this is going to vary depending on what your current level of authorship is or what your own personal focuses are in this moment in time. So, some examples of these could be building your author website or managing your ARC team. Maybe you are doing a big series recover, and so that's an independent project you're working on. This could even be to complete and implement a course or training program that you are currently working on to get some knowledge in a specific field related to moving your career forward. And the fifth and final bucket here to work on every single week so that you are experiencing growth in your author journey are maintenance tasks. So these are those things that hold you back from being able to do other things because you know they have to get done. And so they're always in the back of your mind, taking up headspace and just kind of nagging you like, hey, you need to get this thing done. So some examples of maintenance like tasks would be things like cleaning up your digital clutter, organizing your files, or physically cleaning off your desk or your office. Maybe it's going into your ad campaigns and doing some tweaks or looking at the reports. Maybe you have back matter that needs to be edited or email automation tweaks that need to be made. This could even be that dreaded tax or legal work that we all have to do as business owners. So these 5 buckets, planning and visioning, product development, growth work, strategic project work, and maintenance tasks, those are the 5 buckets that if you fit into your week every single week, no matter how small or how large amount of time you're able to focus on, but just getting those into your week, all add up and get into your action plan, those are going to be the things that are going to allow you to see continuous growth in your author journey. And if you are looking for a way to create a writing schedule that is actually aligned with the time that you have available and your goals, then definitely go and watch the video that you see right here on your screen because I'm going to be walking you through step by step how to create a writing schedule that works for you. I'll see you there.